will admit, I am a smidged fired up right now, and I am coming to this recording in a fired up energy. There is just so much ego in the hierarchy and the white lab coat of our medical system, and it is doing such a disservice to people actually trying to find health and to heal. So I posted something about functional lab work on LinkedIn, right? That's one of my social channels. I share content there. I talk about lab work from a functional perspective because it makes a huge difference in the work that I do and people like myself do, right? Like your doctor looks at your lab work in this way. I look at your lab work in this way. I stay in my lane talking about this. And the pharmacist comes on this post about my functional lab work masterclass, and he criticizes my appearance and says anybody with a nose ring isn't an MD, shouldn't be talking about lab work. Okay, you're blocked. This man has been antagonistic to a lot of my content on LinkedIn before. It was all fine. But you know, when you actually comment my appearance and we are living in 2026, that somebody with a nose ring doesn't know what they're talking about is utter nonsense. I literally see in my work every single day people being dismissed by their doctors, by specialists, by this insurance model, by this huge multi-trillion-dollar medical system that has so much energy behind it, and people are slipping through the cracks. People are not getting help. So I am going to sit here and I am going to talk about what I do because people need to hear it. People need to be accessible to the work I do because this is for the people that have tried everything, that have gone everywhere, that have seen their PCP, who've ran lab work, who've gone to specialists, who've considered or gotten surgeries, and they still don't feel good. Because we have a medical system that aims to prevent death. We do not have a medical system that gives a fuck about you healing or about your quality of life. And it is disheartening, and it is disempowering, and it is wrapped up in so much perverse incentive, right? We have doctors who are incentivized to prescribe pharmaceuticals because that pharmaceutical rep gives them an incentive, a kickback, a perk. We have pharmaceutical companies lobbying the government to write policy. The system is broken. You are required to have health insurance that does not serve you. The system is broken. And sometimes, I so naively forget how indoctrinated some people are and how what I do is fringe because it's my everyday, right? Like I live it, I breathe it, I work with it every single day. And it's moments like this where I am put face to face with someone who's still on the other side of the fence. And I remember like, whoa, what I do is out there. What I do is fringe, right? Because it's so normal and I have so much belief in what I do. Like there's so much truth in the work I do with people. Your diet matters. Your relationships matter. The water you drink matters. The herbs and supplements matter. You matter. The way you feel about you matters. The interactions you have with whoever is your healer matter. It all matters and it's all connected and it all influences your health. Now I have to just put my obligatory asterisk here that like, yes, the medical model is great for certain things, right? Like you get in a car accident, that's probably where you want to go. They have really advanced technology and testing that can help detect and identify a lot of things. Like there is plenty of good happening in that model. But when you look at that model in a vacuum and that is your source of truth and things like Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine and herbalism get dismissed because they don't have double-blind, placebo-backed scientific studies on them, then we are literally bypassing things that work and things that heal people because we're not willing to put aside our belief system, because we're not willing to take a different worldview, because we are threatened that if our way isn't the only way, who are we in our white coats? And it is just disheartening. Do you ever feel good going and sitting and talking to your doctor, right? Do you ever feel validated? There's so many people that I talk to and that work with me that go to their doctors. They don't feel good. Their doctors don't find anything. They give them a thumbs up and it's all in your head. Or how many people have serious issues and get dismissed and told, go see someone else. We can't help you. The lab work looks fine. There are so many stories of botched surgeries and botched medication causing more side effects than the initial issues. There is just so much going wrong in that system. And if people don't talk about it, it will not get better. If people don't know that other sources exist, that other theories and ways of looking at health and the body exist, they won't be served. They will not find their health. They will not find their happiness. The medical system that most of us grew up with here in America was designed to prevent you from dying, to keep you alive. It is not designed to give you life. And there's a world of difference between these two methodologies. So much. And you know, back in the day, there was no ego healer mix, right? Like, you were in partnership with who you were healing. You were not coming down from on high, sitting on your soapbox, prescribing. You were not dictating. You were not sitting in a place of, I am telling you what to do because I know more. Nobody, and I mean nobody, knows more about your health and your body than you do. You just have to tune in and access that. Do not let anybody take away your power and make you think you are crazy, it's in your head, it's not real, or to put you in a state of fear. Our entire system is steeped in fucking fear. We have insurance because we're afraid that something's gonna go cataclysmically wrong with our health, and we live in that state. We live in the state of fear of what can go wrong, waiting for the fucking shoe to drop. We do not live in the state of, we are healthy, we are whole, we have what we need to heal ourselves. We don't. And this mindset impacts people's health. There's so much nuance and layers to these things I'm talking about, but at the end of the day, I just feel so much rage against the machine when people like this pharmacist comment on the work I do as insuperior because I don't have a white coat, because I have a nose ring. I've thought about going and becoming a nurse or a doctor or a naturopath so many times, and I realized that those paths would not allow me to help people in the way that I am called and needed to help people. And it's unfortunate in speaking up and doing this work and making people aware of alternatives and helping people and offering them these alternatives. And that comes at a price, because there are so many people that will shit on what I do and will call it witch medicine or quackery or whatever. And these are people that just don't want to give up their worldview. They don't. And it hurts. It hurts everything. And it hurts my heart because the people are suffering. Like, I can feel people suffering, and it's just palatable. People need something different. People need care that fucking cares, okay? I don't know if I'm going to post this because this is just my processing and ranting at the system, but like, I'm over it. I don't go see doctors. I don't believe that they're going to help me in a way that I can't help myself. Granted, I am equipped and knowledgeable, and I have tools and resources most people don't have. But this system is so corrupted. It is so corrupted. I don't know how we put our faith, our money, our health, or our trust in it, because there's just so much perverse incentive. They don't have the time to care for you. They don't have the skill to care for you if your situation falls out of X, Y, and Z, and even then they're slapping a Band-Aid on it and treating a symptom. Like, it's just disheartening, dude. That's all I want to say.